Right, guys, so today we're reviewing a Kings Row match from this tournament gameplay for the 4K team I've been coaching. Some Academy players were there too, watching the VOD review. It's from the same tournament as the Havana scrim, or the Havana match that we went over. This one was a little less close, but we're still going to look at how they played and how the enemies played and just go through the VOD. So, preemptively, thank you for watching and enjoy the video.
So, are we defending first? We are. Okay, so this is my composition idea that I saw in a contenders match. So the idea is you put ball on the cinema on the left side, you put tracer on the hotel, checking hotel, so no one flanks hotel, and you put Sigma on the high ground right behind the statue, and Bap is in the tunnel supporting Sigma, and Zen Soldier plays like this high ground or the windows around the point, constantly having like cross angles
Yeah,
on the point, and you just put pressure on the point, and Bulk and Tracer, if they contest point, you just contest like one by one. Ball comes in, fire drives, gets hard, and Tracer blinks in, maybe recalls out, and you keep doing that, and while
yeah,
you're doing that you have so much damage going on. So that's
yeah.
the idea.
Yeah, so you're playing for like a ping pong sort of like style, yeah. You're playing like ping pong on points sort of thing. With like the off angles. That's I can definitely see where this is like attempting to go. I'll skip 20 seconds in.
I know exactly where I throw, dude. So bad. Such a bad play too.
It's better to drop your Sigma shield before stickies go off. That's like a micro thing, but it'll really help. So you tank the first hit of stickies, then you drop it so that and then you put your shield back up. You shouldn't really hold it against the echo stickies. But ball's up there. Yeah, so I think that's not strong. Where's that? Where's
Yeah, I
Tracer right
got
now?
forced out. I got forced out from my angle.
Tracer is in spawn. How did that happen? This is in hotel. Tries to chase ball, I guess. I see. And then you got forced off from hotel, right?
Yep.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Tracer just beams you. Yeah, so I think that's alright, but I think what you can do is if Tracer is here, you should be like close enough that you can, I guess here, slam Zen, then grapple like through main, maybe.
Okay.
You can do that, or I just don't think these stairs are as good as like an escape route. So I think ideally you can just go main and go through hotel and play here, or you can walk back and play statue, or I feel like there's so many routes that you don't have to take those stairs. That stairs seems pretty weak as like a way out. But I'm still on 1.5. I'm not gonna be able to keep up. Yeah, that's an unlucky that you didn't get your engage off. But you just want to hit on your Zen, so you haven't done a hit once. And you sort of get one.
It's right here. It's right here. Now this power drives the throw.
Yeah.
If I don't power drive, I can get out easily, but I power drive.
Yeah. You just lose all your momentum. I think yeah, ideally you would have slammed on this engage with your tracer coming in, so that you didn't even like there wasn't even a chance of you power driving there, I think.
Yep.
But yeah. And now they get a hit on your like and they don't even have to bother with high ground until later. Or they only do high ground and don't bother with
Here,
points.
I don't think our 6 should have dropped. I think we should have just like kited around the high grounds for a bit until a ball comes back and we can recontest. But we were just like exposed to their like Echo, Mercy, whatever else there was. Our soldier gets pooped off, I think. But after this, yeah.
Oh wait, why did Sigma? I was too busy watching Soldier. I didn't even notice Sigma drop.
To contest, I think, but I think we should have just waited for.
Yeah,
like,
you can give ticks like sort of sparingly. Yeah, there was no need for a drop there. That's really bad, especially when your plan, like the entire reason you're playing this like variation on like Ball Sigma is so that you can stay high ground and contest while like Ball does touching and Tracer does touching. So I think that's just like inherently bad. I totally agree. But yeah. I don't know, I think people don't realize that you can just play Brawl into their sort of comp and they'll farm Echo Wall, but like playing stacked into Ball comps is what Ball comps don't want. Ball comps don't want you to play stacked.
Honestly, so there's this thing. We don't really like to play Brawl and
Right.
maybe 6-man because we actually specifically choose Brawl maps and 6-man maps that we think, like for example Lijiang. Like I think all of those maps people play like 6-man and Brawl, and we basically go hybrid and have a Pharah and something, maybe Echo, and
Yeah.
basically come from different angles and poke them out because they can't really reach us, and we place our core very far back, and they have to travel lots of distance through Ball Tracer poke and Pharah Mercy poke, and we
Alright. You
use
just play
Zen
around
as
those
well.
win conditions, okay.
Yeah, and this is one of the other maps that people like to run
Yeah,
Brawl.
people always run Brawl here.
And but the enemy team was specialized on the hybrid as well, like us, and so they didn't play Brawl. And we weren't really expecting them to play Brawl anyways, I guess. And we just wanted to
You
mirror the
wanted to
hybrid.
play what you were good at, yeah. What you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
most
yeah,
good at.
and yeah, that was the idea.
Okay, in the hybrid matchup, I would say that on average, like if you're playing like the same level, how do I get my pen back? Yeah, if you're running same level Ball Sigma versus Ball Diva, the Ball Diva will normally win because you're playing around these like pinches and hits. So because you're both attempting to hit the enemy backline, if you have like 4 people like they have going for the hit, and you guys have 2 and like a half people going for the hit, then they're always going to get more value. So in these mirrors, then you should try to play the Diva instead of Sigma, I think. Unless you have like a set plan, like your high ground contesting here.
Yeah, we wanted Sigma on that
Yeah,
specific high ground so he can
yeah.
apply pressure to the back line.
But then I think you swap to Diva, or you should ideally. But yeah, you guys are just getting like staggered out and stuff, which will happen on King, so that's what people always do. Yeah, I assume you're sort of looking, you're expecting to be able to slam that Zen. You might get a kill off of it, but Diva Matrix should be enough to keep you off him. But yeah, they're just sort of spamming down, they're waiting, they're pushing cart.
You get forced out by a ball.
Yeah.
And then I'm just late to the fight, I guess.
But yeah,
Then I'm
you've just taken half your HP, which is really unlucky. Which is a shame because you actually need to be there for this pinch, otherwise you're like a Tracer on her own can't pinch as one person. Pinching with one thumb, it doesn't really work, you know?
Yeah.
It's a good force on the trans though. But they have mines again because they're getting more value, they're hitting way more often. So I think that's their second mines, and you guys, I don't think you guys have mines at all, right?
Nope.
So because, yeah, this is like what I'm saying where they have like 4 people hitting and you have 2 people hitting. So their hits are going to get more value and they're going to farm ults way faster because they're like in this mirror in like a vacuum. I don't know about that trans, but when you are transing, you should be clearing those mines. You are committed to the fight, I guess. I guess it's just a case of they have 3 minutes, so you want to stall as long as possible. But, yeah. So on Kree and Diva now.
I don't even remember what happened there, but that should be the case probably, because that fight was not winnable at all.
Yeah. No, I don't think, I think investing mines when I assume you guys aren't gonna swap. Oh no, you do swap to the Brawl now, so now you're just playing stacked. I don't mind this. I think Mei, you guys should be running Mei and Brawl when you are running Brawl, if you are running Brawl. Because Mei is the counter to Ball. You know, you want to be able to wall off his retreat, you want to be able to... It's a shame that your lamp gets forced early and stuff. I think he just missed out on like Lucio's speed. I assume. Oh. Yeah, so the map is still in spawn, so he's not there to. And when they bomb like here. Be bombing it. Oh, Bap goes up here and now he's split. So now when they bomb Bap split. Yeah, that's unlucky, but you shouldn't be going for the high grounds into the Ball Diva comp. When you're gonna play like a Brawl into that, you want to play stacked. Like that's the whole point, I guess. Because you don't have Bap, you lose because you can't heal through like a hit.
Yeah, like I mentioned that a couple of times earlier. When we play Brawl and we have a BAB, the BAB players like to be on the high ground.
Yeah,
even when
I
we
think
play
it's
Brawl.
because they're used to it in other comps, but yeah.
But it's not good because when we want to engage on speed onto them, he's not with us and he's not
Yeah.
gonna get speed and he's gonna
I
left
think
behind.
split so that they can hit him without being able to like use Matrix. If you're not a Matrix distance away, then it's like really lost. You guys go point, they Mercy ult, they hit your backline again. You have to use lamp super early and you get 2 picked anyway because you're not stacked. It's just a shame on how this like played out, I think. I think I can definitely tell that you guys aren't like super practiced on Brawl, or you're not like focusing on it, I think.
I wouldn't. Yeah, we don't really focus on Brawl. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing. We don't really want. We don't really like. I mean, I don't really like Brawl.
Yeah.
And from the beginning, yes, in the beginning we played Brawl because it's like the easier comp to play. And after we learned how to play hybrid, we just focused on and practice hybrid and almost on every scrim, and maybe some double bubble as well. And to be honest, like we didn't really do much practice on Brawl and double shield, because I don't really think double shield needs much practice. It's just the basic comp that you just sit behind shields and shoot people.
Well, once you know what you're doing, there's not really much like variability in double shield.
May I ask a question?
Yeah.
I might have something to say about that.
Yeah.
You say double shield is an easy comp?
Yeah, I think so.
I think easy is one of these like trigger words, right? But I'd say that once you know what you're doing in double shield, it doesn't change over time and it doesn't like evolve. A double shield hasn't evolved in like ages.
I would say it's easy to execute. I think that's
the main like the base level of like value you get is high compared to other comps. Like the
I mean,
floor.
yeah, compared to other color, compared to hybrid or maybe a double.
Yeah, the value floor is way higher than like in
I think it's much easier because you don't need as much communication as you do on other compositions that you play, and compared to other compositions, I think it's one of the easiest ones, in my opinion.
I think it's still a very it's a comp that not a lot of people know a lot about. It's
I think a lot of people don't bother to even learn it, but I think once you've learned it, then you know.
Well, once you learn it, it then comes down to map rotations and optimizing cooldowns and stuff.
Yeah.
Like on on any hero in that comp, it is so different to get value, and it changes over time as well. Like just me from playing Sigma, it's like the amount of stuff that you end up having to like what's the word, optimize, like individually optimize it and then just try and it's not an easy comp. No, it's actually one of the hardest, but people just think it's an easy comp because you just think put shield and hold left click. Anyway, don't worry.
I can definitely see where you're coming from. I think some of it is just like, I think Sigma is definitely one of the hardest characters in double shield though. I would say that. So like what Hanzo was optimizing compared to what Sigma is optimizing. Hanzo will just optimize their aim and like some space bars. But yeah.
Something I wanted to ask, because you were talking about Baptiste and Brawl earlier. That's something no coach so far has given me like a clear answer on. So maybe you can.
Well, so Baptiste should be or shouldn't be in Brawl.
No,
So-
not that. When you're Baptiste in Brawl and you have a window and you know you're not coordinated enough to make it work with your Rhine for a window fire strike. Let's be honest, usually that doesn't get that much value anyways. Is it like better on Baptiste to just always stay on the low ground on your Rhine's ass, or like sometimes take the high ground and maybe get like a risky high ground window off and that sort of stuff?
I would say it. There's a couple different scaling factors. I don't know what specific like SR range was this like tournament. Was it like a Masters to?
This is a 4K. Okay, so there is Scrim 4K with Scrim 4K, so you can
Okay.
consider this like a 4K.
Okay, so yeah, so because you're in like there are aim gods in 4K, right? I'm sure you guys have all experienced like the heavy aimer.
Yeah.
So playing for risky windows and that point, like where you're on a high ground, it's unless you like really trust yourself and you have like resources from your team like a Matrix, it's gonna be like I would normally not recommend that unless you already have advantage or something like that, right?
Wait 1 second. We didn't play in 4K.
Oh yeah, he's from the different team. He's
Yeah.
playing in plat. So
You're in okay. So in the lower things, and you don't have the coordination to win. I think window fire striking is so overrated anyway because Diva is played in the meta in like most comps. So because Diva is so prevalent, window fire strike does nothing. But what I did actually I have like a whole like I went through and figured this out myself. But I think basically you want to position your window based on where you're trying to go. So if you're, I can show you because I showed an example of this to someone else on this map, and he windowed, he did this window here, right, which is inherently weak because
you wanna do it around the corner.
yeah, so because they push and then they take all of this space without like that's their goal, so they're trying to push that way. So yeah, what I recommend, what I told them was that you want to window at this corner because you can push and still utilize the window, and that was like a big thing that they just like didn't quite understand. Where it was like you wanna window to where you can use it for the entire duration of the window. So how far will we be in like 5 seconds, and will I still be able to use the window? That's like the goal that I have in my head, you know.
Yeah, it's like you use it to take space basically.
Yeah, use it to take space and continue to hold the space. So if it's not useful like halfway through the ult, then you should look for a different position.
That's not really what I meant. The window part, yeah, but like what I meant specifically was in Brawl. I know you're supposed to play together, like pretty much completely.
Yeah.
But that only goes for sidelines, am I right? Or do you like really have to be one bunched up? Well,
in a brawl, assuming you're in a brawl mirror, you're not in like some like brawl into hybrid because no one's playing hybrid in that, right? So in that
we
case,
play Brawl into everything.
Yeah. But like no one
Brawl
else is.
and Arab
Everyone
guys.
plays brawl. Yeah. So in that case, you want to play low ground like most of the time in plat anyway. I think.
Okay.
I think if you do like a high ground one and you trust your aim, then it's gonna be like stronger. But you can
For
still use it
example,
for your team and play a little split.
If you go second point, can you please go second
Yes.
point? Like,
So this corner
like
or
right
next?
at the choke. Right
Choke.
at the choke.
This one.
Yeah. If you have a team fight there, and I've had a coach, which I really like, by the way, who told me like off angles and like getting riskier and getting closer to the enemy, and I go over there exactly.
Yeah.
Like, the team walks around just normally.
You guys play. You fight here, yeah.
And your BAP sets up on the high ground here. Like even at the point where you like sort of are in a team fight, right below you. Like right where the lamp is here.
This
Would
one.
you do that, or would you just stay? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do that, or would you just stay together with the team?
So I think how do I so yeah, so assuming you're in a brawl mirror at this point, yeah, you can off angling can be really strong if you have like if you can call for a diva to come matrix you if they pressure you, right? If you have like that amount of comms, that's really strong. If not, you can just window like in this angle, and you will control all of point, and you will be able to cap point, and you can still play back here, and you don't have to off angle because they can't push you without pushing through your team first, right? So your team are basically like a big shield in front of you, like stopping them from like pushing you. So at that point, it's really strong to play split, but it just depends on whether you trust yourself to win duels here, or if you want like your team's protection, and that'll be on like a scrim by scrim basis on how you feel the enemies are playing and how confident you are that you can like take a duel against like a McCree.
Okay.
Okay. I think I
Thank you.
covered it a bit more. I think I it took me a while to understand the question, but
No, all good.
okay. Right. So back here, you guys are just doing what they did basically. I think you can run. I don't know if I prefer Mercy Zen or Brig Zen. I haven't experienced that much like
Yeah, this was
playing.
again miscommunication. I was gonna run Farah, but at the last 5 seconds I swapped to Echo because I knew that they had a good Echo, so I didn't want to
Yeah.
play against her as Farah. And the reason why we run Farah with Ana, we do Nana Farah, and I think it's really
Nano
oppressive.
Farah is really oppressive, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why we run Ana. But yes, again miscommunication. When I swap to Echo, there should be a swap to Zen from Ana, in my opinion. And personally, I'm not a good Echo, so I don't feel confident when I'm playing Echo without a Mercy. So and they have a Mercy too,
Yeah.
so
I
I would prefer
I
like
would run
Mercy
Mercy
than
Zen here, yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say again, because they're on Diva, you guys want to like mirror the Diva in general because they're gonna have more contributing to the. I don't know if the Widow was just like a one peak or if it's a permanent thing, but Widow's gonna be really weak into what they're running. Widow peak. If you stay Widow, they're going to hit your Widow. So I'd recommend just like playing like an Ashe or a Soldier or a Hanzo playing with your Sigma in general. If the ball is smart, he just grapples on the statue and slams you there. You're doing nice spam damage. Mercy gets off you for a moment, so you have to back off, that's fine.
We killed the Mercy as well. Like,
Oh.
we know.
Yeah, you guys, I assume you guys win this.
No,
I think-
our
I
Mercy's
think-
alive. Yeah.
Yeah, we win this, right? Okay.
That's fine, I don't mind you guys get picked. Oh, that's ballsy, I don't mind it, but I don't think Diva's ever gonna kill you there, so I think it's fine. You should be taking space. Ball should not be capping here. Ball should be in their backline already. Tracer manages to touch. That's a really nice anti. You just kill Mercy and clean up, I assume. But yeah, Ball should have already like gone through this tunnel and be hitting their Zen like here basically. And then Tracer can do something, blink through like library and hit the Zen with you, like pinch it. Or not Tracer, because you don't have Tracer, but like Echo can peek through window and spam that way. But you guys are just looking to get a pick so you can keep the push rolling. You want to leave Widow on cart here. I don't know if...
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do, but she gets picked off by Bolt Racer eventually.
yeah. Well, that'll happen. So your Ana's playing in the sight line. Widow's back in spawn. Yeah, that's a shame. I think you guys just aren't really hitting. So you guys aren't pinching as much as they are, even when you're like having the opportunities to. So I think your ball is caring too much about your backline. So I think you guys just need to like stay in your own sort of like comms bubble, thinking like we need to go for their backline so that when they go for our backline, we get the same value as them, sort of thing. think that's. I don't know if you stay Widow or you go Tracer. That's good. So now you can pinch way more effectively. This is fine. That's a really nice slam. Forces. Did they nano someone? Or you nanoed? Who did you nano?
Echo.
Echo. Nano Echo, I think is actually pretty bad unless they don't already have ult. Because when you, I'm pretty sure when you Echo copy, it wipes the nano, right? So.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you want to be able to copy without wanting to waste the nano, and I think that's why you die, because you're afraid to wipe the nano. When in reality, you can copy D.Va and kill 3. Copy D.Va is so strong. It's mental.
Yeah, I was gonna copy there, but I felt like it was not a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening
Yeah,
behind me.
it's like nanoing a D.Va when you have bomb and you're gonna bomb. Like, what's the point, you know? I think it's much stronger to nano Sigma or Ball, depending on if you want what you want to be stronger, like your engage or your core. Nano Sigma will last. That's a D.Va bomb. That's a really good D.Va bomb. That's a bit mental.
I didn't hear the D.Va bomb go off. I was too busy.
I think a lot of people have these issues where I don't know if there's some bug where it's just not coming through on people's headsets. I've had that before.
Like, D.Va bomb didn't come until like the very last second, but I only saw the fish one.
Yeah. They, in reality, they should still have mines. I don't know why they mines. It's alright though.
I think we should clear that top before going. I don't know. So I feel like they kept hitting our backline from top.
Clear this bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think ideally you guys, if you guys don't have Sigma here and you're on D.Va, D.Va can clear this really easily, and then, but Sigma can't get up here without like doing some crazy rotation, right? So your ball shouldn't have to be clearing the Tracer. Ball should be on a flank like here already, maybe coming up this backline to come and boot the Zen off or something. So you guys are pretty slow in setting up those engages. That's a nice Sigma ult. You kill Zen. Now you should go for Mercy.
We called Echo, but I wanted to go on Mercy, but I wouldn't get the follow.
There's not really a point in going on. Yeah, so like, yeah, I feel like this gets like said at like all the ranks, but if you see someone who has a Mercy beam on them, follow the beam. You don't have to focus the Echo if the Echo's beating you. You just take away the resources, then you kill her. You know. Like, their resources is their healers, and you guys just aren't really going for them. Like, you killed the Zen there, but that was like a really obvious time to go for him. Oh, you're on D.Va though. That's the right call. Kree's gonna be weaker here because he can't, you know, he's playing more self-sufficient with that shield. That's an unlucky shift, but you should be up in the sky. You got burned. Slam. Yeah, just Discord will do that to a person. I think ideally you want to rotate round this way, so you want to slam closer to this side and be able to back off. But you just copy D.Va, you get demech, that's fine.
I couldn't engage a lot of these fights. Like, whenever I went in, I felt like I would just always die. Or like be burnt
Yeah,
down.
they're gonna be poking you out early because you said they were like proficient on this comp, or they were practice on it. So they're gonna know how you guys want to play because they're like doing it. So they'll always be looking at the angles ball will come from and that sort of thing. But now you have D.Va, so D.Va should be clearing these high grounds and stuff. I don't mind the comp here, but I think it's weak. I think you guys just wanted to swap because you were losing, right?
Yeah.
Go to switch it up for like the mental plus just changing something. That D.Va die. Oh no, it's a copy, yeah, okay.
I think we had just no target focus here in this fight. Like there was such a long fight, and we.
Yeah, imagine you guys are just like
focusing.
Your mental's fucked at this point. Ideally, I think you guys.
Probably.
Yeah. I think was this third map then, or was this second map?
This is the last.
Yeah, so you guys were
Yeah.
feeling the pressure. You thought, oh, we're gonna lose in this moment. Like we have 1 minute until we lose the tournament. So you guys are probably like, and a bit of
Would
a
have been better to go top sort of forcingly. Like we go top, we play the whole top angle. Now we have like a big angle onto the sports car.
okay.
Would that
Sorry,
be better? Or?
can you repeat that? I'll just turn you up real quick.
So like we go top, right? Like rotate through like the inside, go high
Yeah,
ground.
through the
Not there, like
stairs.
from our spawn. Like
From
from
your
our spawn.
spawn, you go up
Yeah.
here, through here, and then
Mhm.
go here. Yeah.
Through the tunnel. Yeah, and then it's kind of hard to dive and we have more cover. But if we go through like how we did, then they can attack us from like multiple angles now. So
Yes, I totally agree. I think that you guys, but if you whoever your shot caller is needs to call that's your plan, like while people are dying, because people will, it's difficult to get into this like area. So if you're not walking out of spawn into there, then it's difficult to change the plan and then go here because it's a long rotation.
Yeah, like at this point of this map, I think there was like everyone was kind of silent
Yeah.
because they got demotivated
Yeah.
and yeah, like at this point there's just no mental here. It's just go in, run it down mid. Like we don't have a proper plan, we don't have
Yeah.
a proper composition.
You're just like, when is this gonna be over?
Yeah.
Yeah. You do a good job of punishing that diva, that's nice, but they're just gonna hit your backline now and yeah. I will say that that bash was not great because you can just wait for him to get the slam off, or like to be in his slam animation and then do it. Because it's like way more like reliable to hit.
Okay.
Also say just in general, Brig going into like a tiny corridor is not very good because line of sight blocks Inspire, I'm pretty sure. So you want to be out in the open where your Inspire is like 20 meters, so you can play out in open basically.
I think backed up because of mines or something.
Yeah, no, you were probably like, I think you were super cut off, but ideally you just push forward while the mines is still setting up, sort of thing. That's a nice bomb. You guys could cap there. You won't because they had retake, but yeah, they have so much retake tools. And they got like a 5v3, and then you bring them.
I think we should have bombed earlier. Wouldn't bombing earlier work? So they won't be able to touch.
Bomb like a bit earlier.
Like,
yes, but I think there's some amount that Matrix is gonna be like super valuable just to like stop them from like one clipping your, I don't know who is this, an Ash with like a hood on. Yeah. But yeah, bomb could have been earlier, but then also like you wanted to make sure that you didn't get one clip, so I understand why you wouldn't bomb until you're like gonna cap. Or ideally you can bomb like on this high ground, because this hits way more, I think, if you land it right here. But yeah. I think you guys, you played Sigma into D.Va in the hybrid, and that's unlucky. But like, that's like a swap that you should be making. And then eventually you guys just got like stonewalled and then couldn't think, like,
Yeah. That was. I mean, like, we joined this tournament like the other time before this, the previous one, and if I want to be positive, then yes, we did better than the previous one that we played. Like we played the previous one and we got like what, fourth or third place, I don't remember.
third.
And this time we got like second place, but
Yeah.
we won against this team on the winners brackets in the first match, I think. And maybe I don't know if we were like confident that we beat them in the first game, like, or first day, and maybe we let it off a bit.
Let your
I don't
guard
know.
down, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Maybe it wasn't. But that day, I'm pretty sure, like 100% sure, we weren't our best selves. We could have done so much better.
We're
That was
too
like,
busy playing Junkensteins.
I mean,
yeah, like,
I wasn't there in the environment, but like I think in tournament review, like in like reviewing tournament matches, there's so many like external factors. Like somebody's mental could have just been like not in the game, and then like that's like way more like that's way more common in these like high stakes games, I guess. But
Yeah.
it seemed like you guys just got diffed by the hybrid.
Yeah, true. They played better.
Yeah. But like there was a lot of things in there that were like super fixable, and you know like some positioning stuff, and just a lot of like comp choices and like how you play the hybrid, because I think you guys just weren't hitting the backline enough. Like I think that you guys can go for the hits way more often if you're ball and tracer coordinate like hitting. So I'm gonna slam back left in 3, 2, and then you go, and then you get ready, and then you go again, and you should be doing that. Like if I try to give like a timing, if you think about on like a King of the Hill, then you want to be hitting like your third time when the point opens, basically. So you want to hit the enemy backline like 3 times, like by the time the point is like opening. And you guys were hitting like once in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just
Right.
playing dive. But yeah. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Links are in the description. Feel free to interact. A like, a dislike, they're both the same. Comment and subscribe if you feel spicy. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.